Real quick, short and sweet. Just want to tell y'all about the time I caught this fish. I ain't had no fishing rod, no none of that. A lot of people heard this story before, but let me tell y'all something. When I was young, I used to tell myself that I have these gifts. I really told myself that I had these gifts, these abilities to do things that most people can't tap into to be able to do, which they can do the same. Hear, seeing, a list of other things, y'all. Physical abilities, oh my. But anyway, I was in a canoe. This was on a Sunday. I was in a canoe. I'll never forget. It was probably 92 degrees outside. And I took this oar that you rowed a canoe with, and I stuck it down on one side, and it hit bottom. Then I stuck it down on this side, it hit bottom. So keep in mind, I really wasn't too big on swimming in waters where you can't see the bottom. So I'm like a swimming pool kind of dude. But I have jumped in a few creeks. Kind of scary, but I have. So the canoe got out a little bit more in the water. And I promise y'all I was gonna keep this short and sweet. I took the oar on one side, it didn't touch. Then the other side, I mean, it really went down and I felt the turn, like, wow, scared me. So I'm in this canoe, right? And I told myself, I'm gonna catch a fish. Like literally, I told myself that I'm gonna catch a fish. So I started looking at the surface of the water. And depending on how you look, a fish can actually blend in with the water and you'll never know that it was a fish there. But if you look real close to a slight movement, you'll see one. I just happened to see this fish. Maybe the fish was at the right place at the right time. And it came past the canoe on the left side. And it went under the boat, come on that side, and it stayed there. And I said, I'm gonna catch this fish, I'm gonna catch this fish. So I took my right hand and I placed it over the water. And I didn't stick my hand in the water. It was almost like I was communicating with the fish, if you wanna say. And I took my hand and I snatched my hand up out of the water, y'all. Fish about that big. Held it in my hand, it was a bass. And I was in shock myself, like, wow, no way, this will never happen again. Never happen again, but never say never. So I just wanted to share that story with y'all about me catching that fish with my bare hand. That's the actual true story on the Youghiogheny River a couple summers back. I think about that every so often. I'll be like, wow, I really caught a fish with my bare hand. And I told myself that I'm gonna catch this fish. And like I said, when I had my hand hovering over the water, it was almost like I was communicating, like stay there. And then normally if you put your hand in the water, y'all, you ain't even gotta put your hand in the water. If you've ever been fishing before, the fish will see you standing there and it's gonna take off. And I mean, they move fast. I'm not fast as a fish, or maybe I was that day. Just like that, took the fish up out of the water.